Welcome back to my channel. So we have this big social media influencer, also known for dating famous rapper Cncilled. She made this TikTok video telling people how she used to tell people that she wanted to live in sundown towns. She said that she thought they were sweet, idyllic towns like Hollow, Gilmore Girls. We all know what sundown towns are. So let's get into the video and then we are gonna talk.
I've told like 100 people that I want to live in a sundown town when I grow up because I didn't know what the fuck that was. I thought that they were like the tiny little American towns like Stars Hollow from Gilmore Girls, or like from Paper Towns when it's like it doesn't exist on a map for some reason. Like the cute American towns where there's like literally 20 people and they all drive pickup trucks. That's what I thought a sundown town was. I only learned this year off of this app that is very much not what a sundown town is. Why have cute name if not cute? Do you know what I mean? Ah!
Okay, so on this one, I'm gonna say normalize Googling phrases when you don't understand the meaning, which I highly doubt she didn't know. Like, you can't convince me otherwise on this. How do you wish to live in a place that you don't know anything about? That is
a bullshit, a bullshit, a bullshit, a bullshit.
I don't know about you guys, but for me, it's how she's saying it. She's got so much happiness and joy just talking about this. Make sure you watch the video up to the end because she made an apology video. Let's get into the stitches.
The thing that gets me about this whole sundown town debacle and why I have not 1 ounce of understanding or sympathy is the fact that nobody asked you. Nobody, and you could have went your whole white English life. And no one would have ever known that you thought that ignorant shit. But then you came on here and made a video. I need white people across the fucking world to understand. You can't giggle and quirky your way out of thinking some ignorant racist shit, bro. You can't do that. And you know, not for nothing, the phrase sundown town never gave quirky any motherfucker. Forget the context for a second. When I first heard the term sundown town, maybe it was something ancestral, right? Maybe it's because I'm a Negra. It never gave something cute and fun. It always gave some weird Jeepers Creepers vampire type shit. Why the fuck is a town named Sundown? What's happening at sundown? It never gave comfort. Okay, so you just use regular context clues. And this touches on a broader issue with you palm colored people. Is you guys will have racist experiences, have racist family, do racist things, have racist thoughts, and unprovoked declare it with nobody around his ass, and then want sympathy. And then want sympathy when you just disturbed everybody with this really ignorant racist take. And then why are you being mean to me? Bitch, nobody asked you to ruin my day like this.
Downtown when I grew up because I didn't know what the fuck that was. I thought that they were like the tiny.
Girl, you could have kept this for the group chat. In fact, you probably should have. I love the way you try to giggle your way through the video as if, you know, sundown towns were something to be giggled about and not something to be horrified by. Honey, there's bodies of people who look like me because they stayed 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes beyond the time that those racist monsters would emerge to take their lives in the most horrid, torturous, terrible ways. You think it's funny enough to post on TikTok? For real? There's nothing wrong with not knowing things. There's nothing wrong with being ill-informed about things. But that's why we had the internet. That's why we have all these resources, so we can learn. Not so we can come to TikTok and make a goofy little video showing how blatantly ignorant we are and forget the fact that these places cause mass death. Stop it.
I've told like 100 people that I want to live in a sundown town when I grow up because I didn't know what the fuck that was.
It's giving your parents are going to pay for a wedding for you on a slave plantation. At best, you didn't know what a sundown town was, and that's a product of the lack of education on white American history as well as black American history, overall American history. At worst, you knew what a sundown town was, and you decided to do this for, I don't know, shits and giggles. Some of y'all thinking that being ignorant to accurate history is going to save you. Go read a book and wash your bed sheets.
I thought that they were like the tiny.
Why are you saying it like that? Like, why are you laughing? I'm so confused. Like, I've watched that video like 3 times and she's like, ha, I wanted to live in a sundown town because I didn't know what it was. Then you continue to laugh and then you didn't explain what they are. Like, and everyone's just like kiki-kiing like it's a big jokey joke. Like, what? Sundown towns are places where after dark, it would get dark in like certain small towns in like the South. And if you were black mostly, like, or not white, they would lynch you in very horrific ways. So why is that funny that you mistook that for like a tiny little Gilmore Girls town? Like, that's not funny. Keep in mind, this was not that long ago. Like, my grandparents are still alive. Like you literally awoke me from my TikTok slumber to like what? And then everyone's like, someone please tell me where the joke is. Like, I'm so confused.
I think the most jarring thing about this whole Madeline Argy, I don't know what her last name is pronounced, like, tell me what it is that she posted it to begin with. What I have found to be very common amongst white Europeans, or just white people in general, is being very flippant about racism. There's racism, and then there's seeing racism and being like, well, it's not that big a deal, right? Even if you had no idea what a sundown town was, you went and found out what it is, and you still posted that video being like, oh my god, I can't believe it. What is funny? Listen, I found out what a sundown town was like 3 years ago, and that's because I don't live in the Southern United States, but when I found out what a sundown town was, it was in the context of a sundown town is a town in the South United States where black people are after the sun sets. It wasn't in a, we're gonna go visit a sundown town. No, I feel like you always hear what a sundown town is in the context of its definition, right? But I'm not here to accuse her of actually knowing what a sundown town is and just lying about it for videos or whatever. What I am saying though is that her flippancy about this topic is very telling of what kind of person she is. And given this is the caption of her apology video, it just gives disingenuous. Her whole attitude is giving, I don't know why you guys are offended that I just didn't know what it was. I'm not offended because you didn't know what it was. I'm offended because you think ignorance is funny.
Okay, while I do my Sunday self-care, I want to talk about Sundown Town Girl. I mean, I have nothing new to say, but I just want to talk. Like, it's still, like, blowing my mind that, let's just say I believe you didn't know what a sundown town was. Okay, well, now you know, and she chose to tell millions of people on the internet that she's been telling all these people she wants to live in one. That's crazy as hell, dude. That's crazy. That's wild. Okay, second thing. I'm so tired of hearing Europeans say, Americans are so stupid, they know nothing else about the world outside of the US. Okay, well, that may be true to a certain degree, but it seems like you're the same way. Because in her apology, she's like, I'm European, how am I supposed to know what a sundown town was? Use Google like you tell all of us to do. Like, there's really no excuse, there's no way to get out of this. And I'm tired of the Europeans.
I told like 100 people that I want to live in a sundown town when I grow up because I didn't know what the fuck that was. I thought that they were like the tiny.
All right, if you look like me, we need to talk about this. Not about what a sundown town is, but about that video and her reaction to learning what it is. When you're engaging in anti-racism and trying to be a good ally, often you will be told that you are centering yourself. And sometimes it's kind of confusing to know what that means. It's this. She just centered herself in this conversation around what a sundown town is. She made it all about how silly and goofy she felt. How it's just, oh my God, look at me, I'm so quirky, I didn't know what it meant. She made it all about how she was so embarrassed about it. Instead of saying, hey, I learned this thing today, and I want to share it with other people that look like me in case you don't know. But as white people, we often do this. We take racism and the history of racism and we make it about how uncomfortable it makes us. And then we want to talk to people of color, specifically black women, about how uncomfortable we are, about how bad we feel. Stop it. Sit down, journal about it. Don't post shit like this.
I told like 100 people that I want to live in a sundown town when I grow up because I didn't know what the fuck that was. I thought that they were like the tiny.
So we can use this as a teaching opportunity for other white people, and I'm not going to do your homework for you, but go ahead and Google what a sundown town is. Understand that we still very much have those in this country. Then ask yourself why this creator would laugh about them. Even if she's pointing out that, I made a joke and it wasn't like funny. Then ask yourself how privilege plays into her reaction. Then try to understand that impact is always bigger than intent. It doesn't matter if you're joking. It doesn't matter if you don't know or if you're ignorant. The things you have to say matter, especially when you have a big fucking platform. There are too many resources available to be this fucking obtuse. Do better.
Okay, so I know that I've been late to say anything about this video because it's been like 4 or 5 days since it was posted. But here goes. So if this lady have been talking about the sundown towns, I've been talking about sundown towns, blah, 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 because I thought they were quick for years. The question is, what conversations has she been having? Because the sundown town story is not something that comes up casually or easily like that. I mean, like the contest, because every time I tell people about sundown towns, like the contest, people go like, oh, but even after she looked it up and she knows the meaning, she goes like, if it was a bad thing, why does it have such a cute name? Amazing, right? Guys, if you don't know what you're talking about, please don't talk about it. Don't say anything. It's okay not to know things. But then again, I'm quite surprised that she had no idea what the sundown town was. I'm from Africa, and they know that Africa is so not advanced. I'm rolling my eyes right now, guys. If she wished to live in sundown town so badly, she was supposed to do a personal research, right? Well, just to figure out what she's telling people. And the apology video isn't that apologetic at all. Maybe that's her personality. I don't know. You guys, let me know when you watch this video. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Let's watch the apology video.
I want to apologize for the Sundown Town post before that gets to any more ears than it already has without like me being able to say sorry. I had been saying for years that like sundown towns looked like a really nice place to live because I did not know what they were. So I was trying to poke fun at myself for that because I've now learned what they are. And I was like, oh my God. And I'd been saying it to other European people who also don't know what they are because like we just aren't American and that's just not information in our heads, right? And then once I learned what it was, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I've literally been saying this for years. Like, I had no idea that's what it is. But obviously I wasn't recognizing in that video like how distressing it could be to hear someone just like joking about that when that's a and I didn't understand, very current issue for like a lot of people. Like they still exist and that's absolutely horrifying. And I can imagine that it's very frustrating to hear a white person joking about something like that when that's actually an issue that could be very close to your heart. So even though I wanted to poke fun at myself for like saying this fucking stupid thing that I didn't really.
And that's all I had for you guys in today's video. Please make sure you subscribe to this channel and I will definitely see you in my next video. Peace.